Yetta, did you know that the first step to wealth building is trust?
Do you have trust with your current advisors?
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the Dekker team.
We are welcoming you to another episode of Life's Inside Track. I'm Yetta Dekker.
And I'm Ken Dekker.
And we're so excited because we get to share techniques, thoughts, tips, tools, and tactics that we all need, we all deserve. You, I, everyone, to turn our house into home, our families thrive, we live the best life possible, and we get to build wealth through real estate. We're going to consider trustworthiness.
Ooh, trustworthiness.
Trustworthiness is your trust that you have with your current service providers. Is it warranted?
Okay.
Should you be giving them? Are they trustworthy? Should you be giving them your trust?
That's a good question. There's a large value to trust. And you want it to be warranted because trust is something that people can take advantage of. Because you could be naively trusting. And really that's what this show's about, is how to find out who to trust, why you can trust them, and why you need to trust them.
Right, because your financial future, your financial well-being hinges on whether you make the right or best trust judgments.
It does.
We've done it wrong sometimes, and it's cost us significantly. And it's not only in the financial realm. I mean, it is true across all the elements and aspects of our life. We've trusted the wrong people, whether it's with relational counsel, parenting counsel, fitness counsel. If you trust the wrong source or the wrong advisors, it's going to cost you.
Yeah.
And so it's how do we get to the point that we can determine if there is trustworthiness in the people that we have put our trust in. And if we're people that can't put our trust in anybody, then that's our downfall too. Because one is too small a number to have all the answers.
Yeah, and the problem with trust as well is if you don't trust your advisor, it means you won't give them the information they need to be able to give you sound counsel, right?
And lay out your options.
Yeah, your options and your plans.
Because the options change every time dependent on the situation and the experience and the goals and what's important to the people that we're working with. It's not just a one size fits all.
Right. And whether you're buying your first home, you're buying investment property, you're buying commercial property, you want to make sure that that realtor has experience and knowledge, expertise in that area, and you can trust them to protect you.
And even if you're selling. Same thing. You don't necessarily, I would think, want to work with somebody that's only worked with buyers and now they're trying to help you sell and they don't know the nuances of how to negotiate.
Right. But one of the issues is everybody had to do the first one, right?
I know. Luckily, it was my best friend back 35 years ago. And you know what? I couldn't get any seller to trust me back then. Right? It wasn't doable. Good friends and people I knew just said, too new. And it wasn't until my best friend was selling, then she trusted me as a human and trusted I had learned enough and had the support of team members.
Right.
So she trusted the infrastructure, even if she couldn't trust my knowledge yet.
Yeah, that's so important. If somebody's a bit of a rookie, you want to make sure that they're being mentored or someone's alongside of them that has experience, so you can trust in that. Now, one of the issues I think is that we don't always know what to ask, right? We don't know what to ask to find out if we should trust this person. And if that's your situation, you're thinking of buying real estate or investing in real estate, and you go, I just don't know what questions to ask. Well, send us an email, together@dekkerteam.com, and just in the subject line, put interview questions.
Wealth building interview questions.
Thank you for that.
Because we do have interview questions if you're just hiring a regular realtor to sell your home. But this is specifically right now and you can ask us for all kinds of interview questions. We'll give them to you. But what we're offering right now is building wealth interview questions. What do you need to know the answers to? And we'll even give you an idea of what answers you'd be looking for. Because who cares if you got the right questions if you don't know what answer you're looking for?
Yeah, we'll tell you what you might be looking for, and we'll also tell you how we would answer the question. How's that?
Well, that's kind
3 columns.
Well, I thought that's what you would be looking for, is how we'd answer it. Maybe not. Okay.
But also what you're looking for, because maybe how we answer it is more experience than is necessary.
True.
From a professional.
So it is 3 columns.
There you go.
So we will provide you that.
And that's one of the things we were talking with one of our investor clients, and he happens to be a real estate investor coach that coaches people. He's not a realtor, but he coaches people on how to examine a building, look at the financials, see whether it's a good deal or not for that person. And then what's driving him crazy is as he's talking with his students and they're talking about what the agent they're working with is asking them or not asking them, or giving them information or not giving them information, or not putting things in the offer. And he's going, well, why aren't they doing that? Because my realtor, who happens to be Ken Dekker and Yetta Dekker, they always put those things in to protect me. So why aren't the other realtors doing that? Why aren't they doing the financials and telling them what the cash flow will be at certain interest rates or different plans, or what money they should be putting away for capital expense? And some agents just don't know what to do.
Well, you can't know, right? We had to learn through mentors and with people and by reading and taking courses, because there was a time like 30 some odd years ago that we didn't understand this stuff either.
And doing it ourselves.
Right. And so by getting our hands dirty, it's like digging in the garden. There's something about undigging the carrots and pulling them out. They taste better when you eat them. You can trust what you...
As long as you scrub the dirt off them.
Yeah. There's a process. There's a plan. There's a thing to follow. It's a proven strategy, a proven formula. And investing and building wealth is very much like that. If you probably ought not trust the person if they've only read books.
They've never done it themselves.
Right.
They've never invested their own hard-earned money.
Never gotten their hands dirty. Got to get your hands dirty.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the long haul, let's talk about the long haul. It's in the best interest of the client what options you're giving them. Like, should they be selling? Should they be keeping it? Should they be buying another one? What's the long-term goal for your client? And does the agent know what your goals are? Right. Do they know what your strategy is?
Yeah, and it's interesting because if we can't get to the bottom line, we can't understand what they're looking for, like we can't trust that they're trusting us, then we don't work together.
Exactly. Yeah. So is it time for you to rethink who you're trusting to guide you on your wealth building journey? We're honored to be positioning you to build wealth wisely, because it's about much more than just money.
Moving forward with the Dekker